What can I say on this beautiful day? I can say I'm going to review something. Oh my goodness, and something very nice indeed. San Cristobal. San Cristobal, of course, was the name given to Cuba's capital, Havana, in the 15th century, before it was named Havana, obviously. Oh, I amuse myself, but it's true, yeah, named after Saint Christopher. And this cigar, which I just knocked the beautiful ash off, well, it fell off, is the San Cristobal Le Principe Havana, which Le Principe was one of the forts, and the fortresses that were built to protect Havana during they were built in the 16th, 17th centuries when it was under Spanish rule. So that's where they got the name for the cigar when they made these cigars in 1999. But of course, oh my God, it's delicious. Of course, I don't. This isn't from 1999. This was This is bought in 2017. I bought this in 2017, so it's been 17, 18, 19, 20, aging quite a little bit. But if you look at it, look at the wrapper in that Corojo wrapper. It's a lovely, like milk chocolatey color, and the construction is very good. It's a bumpy little wrapper, probably tiny pockets of oil in there somewhere, but it's not an oily wrapper. It's very dull sheen to it, so it's definitely not oily. A few little veins and seams are very good, so I can't moan at that. So I'd give it excelente for construction. Of course, the wrapper, as I said, geez, I gulped too much. It's a Corojo wrapper. Caught my breath there, and that gives it what you call it, some peppery and spicy notes to it, which is very nice indeed. Not overpowering, just delicate and nice. Because this is a very creamy and sweet cigar. It's like a caramel and a floral sweetness intertwined, if you know what I mean. It's beautiful. There's some lovely aromas off it. You can taste the rosewood, and you can taste the nuttiness. And as I say, it's very creamy, which is absolutely fantastic. What else can I say about it? I'm pairing it with I'll show you in a minute. I'll show you what I'm pairing it with in a minute. But it's yeah, it's got a, what you call it, nice citrusy taste, but it's not, to me it's not like lemon, it's like grapefruit, something like that. Tinge of grapefruit going through it, which hits you now and then. Not so much at the start, I didn't think, but oh yeah, talking about the start, let's give it the size of the cigar. It's only a 42 gauge, and it's 4 3/8 long, so it's not a big one. And I don't usually smoke small gauge cigars because I find sometimes there's a lot of work, especially with the Cubans, especially some of the ones I've had before. I won't mention the brand names because that would be disrespectful to the rollers, but this one, made in the La Corona factory, this one is absolutely perfect on the draw. Absolutely perfect. I punched it. It would have been small, there's no point in doing anything else with it. I punched it. It has a little triple cap on it, which is nice. You see it there, look. 1, 2, 3. So it's nice, but I didn't risk it just in case. Some people said it was firm to the touch. I find this one nice, little bit of sponginess to it. It's not a hard spongy feeling. It's a nice soft spongy feeling, but not too soft. But there's a little taste of bay leaf off it as well as you go through it. But it's fairly complex for a small cigar. But sometimes small cigars are more complex because they get a lot of flavour into them. The wrapper, as I said, was a Corojo, which adds the spiciness and the pepper anyway. But and of course the earthiness. The fillers, long filler binders, are Cuban, of course. Jeez, my head. I think I'm getting hay fever. Grown in the Fialto Abajo district of Cuba, which is a big, good cigar district for growing cigar. The one thing about this as well, I'd say to you, you'd easily get 40 minutes out of it, even though it's a small cigar. But I'd say to you, even though it's small, burn it, toast it properly, light it properly, right? Because one thing with a small cigar, you don't want the bloody thing going west, you know what I mean? And the burn and all that. Because look at the burn on that. Look, lovely little burn and lovely dark charcoaly ash on it as well. But don't smoke a small cigar very fast. Well, don't smoke any cigar too fast, because if you smoke this fast, it'll heat up too much, and the cherry will be like Hell's Kitchen or a poker in hell or whatever, and you don't want that in your gob. Gob means mouth. The smoothness, the creaminess, the nuttiness, the citrusy flavours, the floral notes, the caramelly sweetness in it. I mentioned the grapefruity citrus, the nuttiness, the woodiness, like a rosewood, and the earthiness combine beautifully. And they combine more as you go into the cigar. Oh, nice peppery feeling there, and a little bit of retrohale hit the back of the palate there, and a little bit tinged the nose. I won't say singed because it isn't tinged. A little tinginess, a little tweak on the nose there, which was very, very nice. I'll do a proper retrohale on it. Oh, absolutely. Oh, divine. Absolutely divine. It's just like... Oh, it's just beautiful. It's a beautiful cigar. And the only thing... Listen, I'll give it a 9 out of 10 in my humble opinion. Because the construction is fantastic, the burn is fantastic, the draw is fantastic. No, I'll give it a 9.5. I'll take 5 away for... The simple thing is... It's not big enough. If they made this into a Robusto, oh my goodness, little piece of heaven. It would have been absolutely 10 out of 10. It's a fantastic cigar, and you even get like cocoa flavor in it as well. That goes through it now and then as well. Dissipates sometimes, but the flavors seem to come and go. As I say, dissipate, but just means come and go, you know. But they come and go beautifully, and then near the last halfway through, well over halfway through it now, oh, they combine deliciously, and you get the peppery, more peppery and citrusy then as well, which is lovely. It's absolutely lovely. It's a well balanced cigar. It's a complex cigar, and and it's absolutely divine. And as I say, it burns beautifully, it draws beautifully, its construction is beautiful, but I take away a few points, in my humble opinion, for the lack of size. Oh my goodness. So if you get a chance, if you can ever get your hands on one, the San Cristobal Le Principe de Habano. Havana. Alright, so listen, I'm going to carry on with this. I'm going to enjoy it. Because I love, oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, what am I pairing it with? That is the question. And I tell you, it would be a great cigar in the morning. Absolutely fantastic in the morning. And, hold on, I'll just get this off here because I've got this. What would we say? Whoa, coffee, come on. Balancing precariously. That's going to push, isn't it? So I'm pairing it with a nice milky cappuccino, because it seems to go well with it. And I think a nice light rum would go well with it as well, and a vodka would go well with it. I wouldn't bother with a scotch or anything like that, because I think it would, or a brandy or a dark rum, because it would absolutely overpower this little gem. That's it. But when I talk about the spiciness in it as well, it's like a nutmeg, cinnamon spiciness as well in it, okay? So there you go. I'm going to leave you. Love you and you leave your family at leaf. And there's my mini review on this little beauty. So, till the next time, onwards and upwards. Keep it smoky, family. Keep it smoky.